5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
You are listening to The Bad Boy Radio Show with Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham. This is that real shit, not that fake shit. The only radio show that's not afraid to tell you the truth about the game. This is The Bad Boy Radio Show. Remember, the truth is inside you.
What's poppin'? What's going on? You're listening to The Bad Boy Show. You feel me? So, today Miles is not here today. He had to handle some business, so you're just going to be rocking with me today on this episode of The Bad Boy Show. And today we're going to be talking about why women try to shame you, okay? Because this happens a lot. Women try to use shaming tactics to make you feel guilty about, expressing yourself, about being a man, about critiquing women and all these other stuff. So we're going to be talking about, why women do this stuff. You feel me? But before we get into all that, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to get into some news. You're listening to The Bad Boy Show.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.
Yeah. We are back. We are back on The Bad Boy Show. So, there's been some shit going on in the news. Some crazy shit, some goofy shit. So, the first thing I wanted to talk about, I just thought this was hilarious, right? So, I'm online and I see this story about Soulja Boy and Lil Yachty fighting over some chick named India Love, right? So, basically, the story is, if I get this correctly, because it's just the whole shit is goofy. So Soulja Boy knew this chick India Love. I guess they used to hang around. Allegedly he said he hit it a couple times, but they weren't together. And then this dude Lil Yachty, he basically was like, "Yo, take her pictures that you have of her down." Because, she's not comfortable with these pictures. So I guess like he talked to her, or he knew or he had some information that she didn't want the pictures up, or some stupid shit of pictures that Soulja Boy had of him or whatever, right? Of her or whatever. So now Soulja Boy is like, "Yo, the fuck you talking about? Like, how are you coming at me telling me to take some pictures down over some chick I was messing with and just because you like her?" So the story is that, Lil Yachty has a crush on her or whatever, some goofy shit like that. So now Soulja Boy and Lil Yachty are supposedly having beef now over this situation, right? And so the girl, India Love, whatever her name is, she is basically saying, "Look, I don't know what the fuck these dudes talking about. I've never been with none of these dudes, like that, and it is what it is, right?" But see, the thing is that they're beefing over a chick. You understand what I'm saying? Now, see, I understand where Soulja Boy is coming from, because he's like, "Dude, are you really coming at me about a chick? You understand what I'm saying? Are you really telling me to do something because this chick is saying she's uncomfortable, so you're coming on some Captain Save-A-Ho shit?" But it's just real weird. But either way, they're both sort of fighting over a chick. You understand? And the thing is, guys, you cannot fucking fight over women. You understand? The thing is, right now, they're giving this woman way too much attention, like way too much attention. You understand what I'm saying? And the thing is that if you understand that as a man, you're supposed to be about your shit and not necessarily out here, doing all this other goofy shit to impress women, to get women to do all this other stuff. Like, women are always supposed to be secondary to your main purpose. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that when you got two guys fighting over a chick, that's giving her way too much importance. You understand what I'm saying? You're making this chick way too important. And I'm like, that's not a good thing. You understand? Now, I'm actually shocked that, so far this chick hasn't necessarily been attention whoring off of this situation. You understand? It seemed like she's trying to fall back. So, I'm actually surprised because most chicks will use this opportunity to do like a whole bunch of interviews, and then they're going to want to write a book about the experience. Then they're going to get a reality show about it. It's just like, goddamn. So, you guys out there, don't get caught up in this nonsense because, I saw other videos on there where, it was going back and forth, talk about if I see you in this, if I see this and I see that, then this other cat got involved in it, I think, that knows Lil Yachty, and then he's now in. It's just like a whole bunch of crazy shit. So you guys out here, don't be beefing over no fucking females. You understand? Stay on your purpose. Your purpose is your shit. You feel me? That's what it's about. Stay on your shit. All right, so now in other news, there's a story about a female Trump supporter who was arrested for voting twice. Okay, so basically, I think she voted in some county, and then I guess she went to like another county or another part of the town or the state or whatever it was, and she voted again. And so she got arrested for that because, I guess you're not supposed to do that shit. You understand? I don't know because I'm not voting. I don't participate in the clown show. But, so she got arrested for voting twice. And so she wanted, I'm guessing she really wants Trump to win. I just don't understand this whole election thing. Because the thing is, you got to understand, man, it's not us who put the president in. It's the Electoral College. Aren't they the ones who make the final decision? They just got you out here running around acting like you're doing something. You feel me? So, that shit is funny to me. But I guess she wanted Trump to win like extremely bad that she was like, okay, I'm gonna fucking vote twice and all this other shit. But yeah, so that's just ridiculous. But anyway, so in other news, and this shit got me pissed off, this next story, I was tight when I heard this, right? So there's a story of this homeless mother of 4 who won $43 million on a slot machine at some casino type thing. And then at the end of the day, she got nothing. Okay, so basically what happened was the casino said that the actual winnings was a glitch in the system, right? So she's thinking, damn, she just won $40-something million, right? And so what happens is that they said something, I think, about the maximum payout they usually do on those machines is like $6,500. So she had a lawyer, and the lawyer was like, yo, y'all got to at least give her the maximum joint. You understand? And they still like, nah, we ain't giving her that shit. So what they did was they said to her, we'll give you a steak dinner. Okay, they said they will give her a fucking steak dinner. That's it. That's all she was getting for this shit. So imagine you go from $43 million to motherfucking steak dinner. That shit is terrible. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, damn, like that shit gotta feel horrible. Like imagine what's going on in your mind winning $43 million. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, and then it's like, oh, our bad. It's and it's funny because on the slot machines, I think it said something like, one of those disclaimers talking about we reserve the right to not give you your winnings because of something or something else, one of those fine print things. So the thing is that, these casinos, they're not going to want to lose any money. So they're going to always have that just in case, shit like this, I guess, happens. You understand? But the thing is, I'm just like, goddamn, $40-something million. And they're telling her, hell the fuck no, you ain't getting that shit. But it's weird though, because I never really heard of anyone winning that much amount of money, gambling on a slot machine. So maybe it was a fucking, malfunction, but still, that's their bad. You feel what I mean? But that's why they put those fucking disclaimers on there, because they knew some crazy shit like that would have probably happened. And then somebody's going to be like, yo, give me my motherfucking money. You feel me? But goddamn, $43 million down to a fucking steak dinner. And so, the lady was saying that she's trying to actually sue the casino so she can get this paper or try to get something popping. You feel me? So good luck to her. I hope, shit goes down. You feel me? Now, the last story I wanted to talk about was we talked about it last week, but this whole Azealia Banks, incident with Russell Crowe. But this time I saw a clip that Miles sent to me of her crying on some TV show where they was interviewing her about it, and she up there crying, and the chick, she ain't had no fucking tears. I was like, how the fuck you crying and you ain't got no fucking tears? Like, she was trying her hardest to cry, and I'm just like, god damn. And I heard that RZA supposedly did a movie with her, and I'm like, yo, dude, her acting skills are not up to par. You understand? I don't understand like what's going on. But the thing was, she's on the show and she's trying to sort of tell the people what really happened. And she's like, she was basically saying like, yeah, he came at me, he spit at me. And she was basically, saying that RZA was on some shit like, hey, don't say nothing. And she was like, oh, it seems like RZA's just trying to save his seat at the white boy table, and he wants to be down with the white boys with their Hollywoodness and the, crazy shit and all that other stuff. And, it's the thing, man. This is the thing. This is why, if you try to help certain people out, man, you got to know who you could bring around certain people. See, that was RZA's bad. He needs to understand, listen, I'm gonna fuck with you, but I ain't gonna fuck with you like that. You feel me? Like, he gotta fuck with her with, like she gotta be over there. You understand? Like, over here is the Hollywood money, the millions of fucking dollars of movie money that I'm trying to build this empire with, and you want some hood rat shit, so you gotta stay over there. Like, you got skills, I could fuck with you on some other shit, but certain places, certain things, okay, you can't bring this person around. You understand? And I think everybody has that type of person they know. There's certain people that you can't bring around certain other people. You understand? And this is not a black or white thing. This is literally, this type of person is on some other shit. You understand? You understand, you cool with them. They could be your family member. They could be, a person that you cool with, but that you can't bring them certain places. So I'm like, dude, you should have known that you couldn't have brought Azealia Banks to these motherfucking places. You understand? Her, what she was, dealing with. You understand? Her reputation and all that. I don't even know why he really fucking with her like that. Cause, I actually like her music, but goddamn, like, I don't know, that shit, that don't look like it's worth it to lose out on working with certain people that could, get you to this place and that place. And low key, I ain't gonna lie, I hate myself for saying this, but I kind of see Azealia Banks' point. You understand? But as far as when it comes to RZA and him cooning, because I mean he was on that other shit the other time, but in this situation, I think that, it can't really apply because it's still Azealia Banks on some bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? And this is the thing with her. Let's say for sake of argument, she's not lying. Let's say for sake of argument, Russell Crowe grabbed her, choked up, called her a nigger, spit in her face, slapped the shit out of her, donkey fucked her, whatever it was, right? So let's say all that shit happened, because they were like, she said that, there's no surveillance videos and nothing going on around this motherfucker, right? So nobody knows what the hell went on, right? Let's say if everything she was saying was correct, was true, was, spot on, honest, whatever, right? The fact that she has been, in this bullshit for all this time, talking shit on Twitter, being ratchet, being on some dumb shit, nobody's gonna fucking believe her if she, even if it, like, if she's telling the truth, nobody believes her. Nobody cares. It's like, yo, it's too fucking late. She's the boy that cried wolf. Nobody is believing her if she's telling the truth. And she bought that shit on herself. You understand what I'm saying? So now, even if Russell Crowe did do some shit like that, everybody's gonna be looking at her like, I mean, they're not gonna, it's gonna be hard to defend you. You feel what I'm saying? It's hard to defend her ass because she was on that bullshit. You understand? Because sometimes you want to take somebody's side, but when somebody just does some extra dumb shit or they keep doing dumb shit, it's hard to defend them. You feel what I'm saying? It's hard to fucking defend motherfuckers sometimes when they on that other shit. See, it's not like this happened to fucking Carrie Hilson or some shit. You understand? It's not like, you know, she was chilling with RZA and then Carrie Hilson was at a spot and then she's like, oh, Russell Crowe just wilded out and grabbed me by the neck and spit on me and called me a nigger bitch. You understand? At that point, everybody been like, yo, that shit's fucked up. That's some fucked up shit. Fuck Russell Crowe. That shouldn't have happened. Yada, yada, yada. But then when it's Azealia Banks saying it, she's like, oh, Russell Crowe spit on me. He called me a nigger. He did this. Everybody's like, huh? And like, I don't, they're looking at her like, so what did you do exactly, Azealia Banks? That's what they're thinking. What the fuck did you do? You understand? Because all the other shit that she did is leading it to people to believe she's on some bullshit. You feel me? But, you know, let this be a lesson to all you guys out there. When you're dealing with women, you got to understand that some of these motherfucking chicks are fucking crazy as fuck, okay? They're fucking crazy as fuck and you need to leave them alone. You need to leave them the fuck alone. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because if you don't leave them alone, what's going to happen is that they can get into a situation, or you can get in a situation with them where they ruin your fucking life. They ruin your livelihood. They ruin your life. They ruin your reputation, all these other different things. Because look at what happened just in one fucking situation with RZA with this chick. Do you understand? So now imagine you're dating a chick and she's on some fucking bullshit. And imagine, like, you know, she's that crazy. She shows up to your job. She does this. She does that. You know, I know some of y'all dudes got girlfriends and y'all got side chicks that, you know, your girlfriend don't know about. And the next thing you know, that side chick is a fucking lunatic and she comes up and, you know, contacts your girl and, you know, you don't want that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta be very careful about the chicks who you deal with. You feel me? So listen, before we go on break, right? We gotta get into one of these subscriber emails. Yes, let's do it. Let's fucking do it. All right. So this one says, what's up, Mr. Locario? You're the man. I can't express how inspired and also surprised I am by listening and watching your videos. Yes, thank you a lot. I appreciate you for watching the videos. Pass it along. I thank all of you guys for checking this out. Pass it along to your friends. All right. So anyway, this says, masculinity is definitely at war. I love the Bad Boy Show the most. Shout out to Miles. Do you think a girl who really loves a guy will marry him even if he's kind of broke? All right, so basically he wants to know if, you know, if you're a broke dude, will a chick marry you? Of course, women will marry a broke dude. You understand? Now, it depends on what type of broke he is. You understand? It depends on, you know, certain factors. Now, if you have a dude who, let's say he's in school, he's working towards something, he is, you know, like getting shit popping, but he doesn't really have the, you know, the money yet. Like he, you know, he doesn't have, he's not, you know, rolling in dough. He's not balling yet because, you know, he's still in school. He's paying for student loans. He's making this happen. He's making that happen. Yeah, she'll still fuck with him because she sees that potential. Let's say you got a guy who, you know, he doesn't have that much money, but she's, you know, this is a boyfriend and he's working on a business plan. He got shit in motion. He's trying to make something happen. She'll fuck with him because she sees that he's actually doing something. So, you know, that guy who has the business plan and the other guy who, you know, is going to school, they're both broke, but they actually are on their way to do shit. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if he's just a broke dude who isn't doing anything and who isn't really, you know, about nothing, you understand what I'm saying? He just, you know, chills or whatever and all that other shit. Most chicks are not going to want to marry that guy. The most they will probably get from that dude is some dick. You feel what I'm saying? Because if the dude knows how to fuck and she likes the dick, then she'll stick with him just to fuck around with. You understand? But she's not going to marry some dude who ain't doing shit, who's on some broke shit that don't got no ambition just because his dick is good. You feel what I'm saying? But see, this is the thing that trips a lot of guys out, because what certain dudes think, they think that, you know, when it comes to women being attracted to men or being, you know, interested in guys or whatever, they think that it's all about money. And, you know, if you got money, then it's, you know, that's what they look for. And you need money to get girls and all this other stuff, right? Now, see, the reason why women gravitate to guys who have money is because money basically is a representation of him having resources. Do you understand? And so those resources are something that makes a woman feel secure. Okay? So I'm going to say that again. Those resources are something that makes a woman feel secure. Feel is the word we are focusing on. Feel. Right? So this is why women gravitate to that. Because what you got to understand about this is that there is no such thing as security. Do you understand what I'm saying? So she wants to feel secure, but there's no such thing as security. You understand? So, but the thing is, she wants a guy who makes her feel that way. So the thing is, if she has a guy who has money, then it's like, okay, well, he has money, so then he can afford to do this, he can afford to do that, we can get a house, we can do this, and so like she feels like she's taken care of because the guy has money, right? But the thing is, what a lot of guys don't understand is that they think that, you know, that's all they need or that's the only way to do it. But the thing is that a woman, all that she needs to do is feel that way. So that guy who's, you know, going to school, or that guy who is starting his business, even though he doesn't have the money yet, when she interacts with him and she sees that he's passionate about what he's doing and that he's actually trying to make something happen, she feels secure with him because he seems like he has a good head on his shoulders. He seems like he knows where he's going. He seems like he has some direction. You feel what I'm saying? Also, a lot of times when guys are very good at, you know, spitting game at chicks or just talking to girls and interacting with them, sometimes just off of a man's conversation and his mind state, that'll make a woman feel secure. You understand? So a lot of times, certain things that guys will say and have a woman see certain things from a different perspective, or put a woman on so that her mind is upgraded and elevated. You understand? That within itself makes her feel some sort of security, like, oh wow, I'm actually feeling good around this guy. I'm actually feeling a sense of purpose and excitement around this dude, and that's the type of thing that makes a chick gravitate to that guy and get emotionally invested in him. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not all about just the money. I think a lot of times what guys do is that they look at the surface, as far as like when it comes to you know, women and attraction. So they see a guy with a lot of money and they'll think, oh well, she wants him because he has money, right? The money is just the representation of security. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you don't need the money technically to have a woman feel the feelings of her being emotionally attached to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it doesn't necessarily it doesn't mean that you need money now. It doesn't mean that you have to get rich and all this other stuff. Now, if you have money, that's great. Do you understand what I'm saying? But don't mistake that, you know, it's just purely the money that is the thing that is going to make a girl sort of want to stay with you and stick with you. You understand? Because a lot of times what happens is you got guys who have money, but they are simps. They are not confident. They're not assertive. They are not dominant. You understand? So what happens is that women, they get around these guys and they sort of say, well, I'm going to use his money and play his ass and keep it moving. Do you understand? This is what, because what she's seeing is that, yeah, he has the money, but overall, he's not really that masculine. He's not really putting it down. He's not really that type of dude who has that aura of a guy who she's going to want to continue to stay with and stick with. You understand what I'm saying? So for the time being, she'll, chill with him. She'll make something happen. She'll hang out with him. She'll do this, do that. And once in a blue, you have a woman who might marry a guy like that. But in most cases, when they see dudes like that, they're just like, I'm just going to use him for what he can give me at this moment. And then I'm going to find me another guy who's more masculine to actually invest my time and energy and emotions in. I actually knew this woman one time who she was dating this dude, and so they broke up, right? And what happened was they were living together, they broke up. They were in the same, living in the same house, whatever, and then she moved out and he stayed at the place. And then so what happened was, she was like having hard times or whatever, yada yada yada. And then so she came back to him and was like, hey, look, I'm really having a tough time. Could you help me out or whatever? And all this other shit, right? So the dude, he had money, so he's like, yeah, you could stay for a while till you get on your feet. The chick comes through, he's paying the rent, he's giving us some extra money, and this chick actually had the audacity to bring another dude to the house and fuck the guy in this dude's house, right? He wasn't there, and he came home and caught her fucking the dude. And then this fucking simp still let her stay and still kept giving her money and all this other shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, that shit's crazy. So don't think just having money is the end all be all and the thing that's going to make it, easier for you to get chicks. Or don't think that, being broke is going to be the thing that's going to make a woman not want to really get with you and stick with you and all this other stuff, and that's if you actually want to get married. A lot of dudes is like, fuck all that marriage shit. But anyway, so listen, guys, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about why women try to shame you. You're listening to The Bad Boy Show.
Do you want to learn the easiest way to have more sex with more women? Then get the critically acclaimed book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. In this book, you'll learn everything you need to know about attracting and sleeping with beautiful women. That's How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. Get your copy today at MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com. MrLocario.com. Are you an actor who needs headshots? Do you have an event or a wedding coming up and you need a photographer? If you do, make sure you go to PavionPhoto.com. Pavion is a professional photographer who will supply you with high-quality video and photography services for any event. Contact him at PavionPhoto.com. That's PAVION Photo.com. PavionPhoto.com.
Yeah. What up? We are back on The Bad Boy Show. So today's topic, we're talking about why women try to shame you, right? So what do we mean by that? What do we mean by shame you? Okay? So basically, what that means is women will try to, make you feel bad or try to get you to feel guilty about things you do, things you say, the way you express yourself as a man, and in most cases, how you do things and express yourself in relation to women, right? So they'll say things to you to make you feel bad about saying certain things so that you'll stop being that way or saying those things that you're talking about, right? So for example, you might say something like, hey, I just want to, I don't want to date any woman. I just want to have a lot of sex with a lot of women, right? So then a way that a woman will shame you, she'll be like, oh, that's disrespectful to women. How dare you? How could you say that? That's disgusting. Like, women are not objects. How could you just want to have sex with a woman? That's not right. And so, she's saying all these things. And what happens is that a lot of dudes end up feeling bad about, saying what they're saying about women. You understand? And then so what happens is that a lot of these guys sort of second guess themselves. They're sort of scared to express themselves. And the reason why, the main reason why women do this shaming stuff is because they want to control you. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. They want to control you. They want to have power over you. This is why they shame you. You understand? They want to have control over how you express yourself. And a lot of times, the reason why they want to control you or to silence you in a way is because sometimes the things you're saying or doing, what happens is that it doesn't make the woman feel good. You understand? And a lot of this has to do with when you say certain things and you talk about certain things when it comes to women, what happens is that they don't want to have to face themselves. You understand? So what that means is that if you say, let's use the example we just used. If you say, hey, I just want to fuck a whole bunch of girls, have sex with a lot of women, right? What happens is, like, let's say if a woman's like, oh my God, that's disgusting. You're looking at women as sex objects, and how dare you, and that's messed up, and you're immature, and how could you just want to have sex with a girl, and women are just more than just, things to be used for sex, and yada, 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 right? Now, the reason why she might be saying this, any particular woman might be saying this, is because of certain things she probably went through in her life, in her relationships. You feel what I'm saying? So what happens is that by you saying, hey, I just want to have sex with this woman, with a woman, she starts to recall or think about, maybe a time, but she was dealing with a guy who she was really liking, she was really feeling, she was starting to fall for him and everything, and he probably just used her for sex. Or, she met some dude that she really liked, and he just told her, hey, I just want to have sex with you, I just want to, do that, and like it made her upset because she could have been looking for a long-term relationship. She could have, wanted to have a some type of like longer committed relationship with a guy. And what she's doing is she's running into guys who just want to have sex with her. So then by you saying, oh, I just want to have sex with women, you're not even talking about her specifically. You're saying, hey, I just want to have sex with women. I don't want to do anything else. It triggers something for her. It's something that she feels within herself, this anger, this bitterness within herself. And so what happens is that she shames you for saying that because of something that happened to her. You understand? So she's relating what you're saying to her, right? And so these chicks, they want to, fucking control you and control what you're saying and what you're doing and how you're doing it, because they're sort of trying to protect their own feelings. You understand? So, that's how it goes, where a lot of times women will try to shame you, right? Now, another thing you got to understand is this, right? Women they're very, very, very slick. I'm going to tell you, because this is what happens, right? As men, we have a natural urge to want to protect women. We do. We have this natural thing where we want to protect, provide for women. It's just something in us that we want to do that, right? So what happens is that a lot of times, women will use shaming tactics. So, and do that type of stuff because they want to portray themselves as victims in certain ways, right? Now, there's a difference between a woman actually being a victim in a certain situation and her pretending to be a victim so that she can use that situation to shame you. So there's a difference between a woman actually being a victim and then a woman pretending to be a victim so that she can, use her, whatever she needs to use to sort of shame you. And then what happens is that since dudes have this sort of natural urge to protect women and to come to the rescue, quote unquote, you understand? What happens is that you have a lot of simps and manginas and all that other stuff who sort of, come to that rescue and take it too far and sort of co-sign the women doing that false victimhood shit, right? So let's say, for example, right, you have a girl who, let's say she's been, I don't know, like somebody mugged her or something, right? Somebody mugged her and they sexually assaulted her or whatever and did some other crazy shit. Like, let's say that actually happened. Now, that woman is a victim. You feel what I'm saying? Because some shit happened and it was fucked up and all this other stuff, right? Now, let's say you were, talking to a girl or you were saying, you went on social media and you said, hey, you know, I was chilling with this girl the other night and, you know, we were on a date and, you know, I tried to like make my move and kiss her and she didn't want to kiss me. So we just left. And now I feel like I'm just not going to call her again because, you know, I wanted to, you know, make out with her and I was interested in her and she seemed to, you know, not cooperate. Right. Now, what a woman's going to say, she's going to, you know, to sort of like shame you and sort of play the victim, you know, in this situation. What she's going to do is she's going to sort of try to attach her response to the actual situation or situations that other women who are really victims have been in. So what she'll say to you is something like this. You know, she'll be like, oh, that's messed up. How could you, you know, why are you not going to call her for? That's messed up just because she didn't want to kiss you. Were you trying to force her? Were you doing this? And do you know that women are forced every day because guys like you are, you understand? Like she's attaching something serious, something that actually happens that is no laughing matter, that's fucked up, to what you said to shame you. Because you said, hey, I don't want to call this girl anymore because she didn't kiss me. You understand? Now, you're actually doing something right. You're saying, look, I wanted to kiss her. She didn't want to kiss me. So I'm not doing anything fucked up. I'm just saying, look, I'm not dealing with her because I only want to deal with women who kiss me, right? Who have sexual attraction to me, right? Or sexual, you know, they want to do something, get it popping. Now, what happens is that since she sees that, you're saying that, what she's going to do is she's going to use an actual victim situation to attach that to the situation you're in to shame you because you didn't call this chick back or you're not calling this girl back. And again, the reason why she probably will do that is because that type of thing could have happened to her. Meaning, I'm not talking even about the getting assaulted. I'm talking about some dude who she liked didn't call her back. Right? So now she's using that thing of a dude not calling her back to basically attach that to the actual, to real life situations where a chick was really a victim. And, you know, she's trying to sort of like join those two things together so that she can shame you, so that she can feel better about herself and her situations that she was in when a guy didn't call her back. You understand? See, a lot of this shaming shit is basically about the woman feeling a certain way. About her feeling, you know, like she doesn't feel good about what's going on, so she needs you to shut the fuck up so that she can feel good about herself. So that she can ignore reality and feel good. You feel what I'm saying? This is crazy. You feel what I mean? But the thing is that what happens is that, you know, a lot of chicks want to, you know, play the victim. And what happens is that you have guys who are simps, who are manginas, who are Captain Save-A-Hoes, who sort of will just automatically take women's side. Because again, like I was saying, guys have this, you know, feeling of wanting to, protect women, right? But see, a real man, he's on some shit like, yeah, I'll protect the chick when it's an actual situation where there's danger, where there's a situation where she's being victimized. Do you understand what I'm saying? But there's a smart dude, a real dude understands when a chick is just trying to shame and trying to use, a situation or trying to pretend she's a victim just so that she can shame you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So she's sort of like using the struggle to actually, you know, try to get her point across, which is ridiculous. So that shit happens a lot. You feel what I'm saying? Now, another thing that chicks do that I find hilarious is that when you criticize a woman, they'll just call you a misogynist. It's so funny. it's so funny. It's like, oh my God, like, is this really still happening? So, they'll call you a misogynist for being critical because they don't want to be criticized. So what happens is that they'll shame you or try to shame you for criticizing them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. For a lot of women, not all, but a lot of women do not like to take responsibility for their actions. They don't. They do not. So a lot of times what happens is that there is this thing where women they'll sort of like put themselves in a position, or they'll sort of look at themselves in a certain way where they have done nothing wrong ever. So when we talk about even relationships between men and women, it's always this thing where it's the man that just fucked everything up. It was the guy. It's always him. All women in their eyes, all women are perfect. They're angels. They have done nothing wrong. They've been respectful to every man. And what's really going on, or in their heads, is they're thinking, it's these guys out here, they just can't get it together. They're immature. They don't want to commit. They want to just fuck every chick out there. Well, that might be true, but anyway. But it's like they just want to fuck every woman over there, And actually, that's not even true. There's a lot of nice guys out there that chicks won't even touch because they ain't got no swag. Those dudes ain't gonna fuck over the chicks. So they just want the fucking bad boys like me, who's gonna, smash everything. They want the dude that's smashing everything. But anyway, so, chicks, they'll look at it like, okay, these dudes out here are, on some bullshit, right? Now, when you criticize a woman and you say, hey, you know what? It's not that we're just out here, being on some bullshit. It's that sometimes, we meet a woman, we try to make something happen, and she fronts on us. Or we meet a good chick, we try to make something happen, and she flakes and she's not cooperative. Or we meet a good chick, we try to make something happen and she cheats. Or we meet a chick and then, we try to do something and she's all over the place. You understand? So the thing is that when you're criticizing and you're saying, hey, this is actually happening. Like, I tried to call you and you didn't call me back. I tried to set a date with you and this didn't happen. I tried to make this happen and it didn't go this way, right? So guys are saying these things and women will say, oh, you're being misogynistic. Or they'll do not all women aren't like that. It's just the woman you're choosing. It's just, no. Do you understand what I'm saying? There are women out there like that. Like, even on the flip side, when I give advice to women, I say, listen, or I'm just talking to men or people in general, I say, there are guys out here who are on some bullshit. You understand? And guys don't be like, not all guys aren't like, we know it ain't all guys. This is why we call dudes simps, manginas, fuck boys, all these other types of shit. We know that there are guys out there who are on that bullshit. We know there are guys who are not on some bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? The problem when it comes to women is that there are women on bullshit, but most women will not admit that they're a woman on bullshit. You understand? Because collectively, women want to put up this front that they have done nothing wrong and it's all the guy's fault, right? So then when you say any type of thing and you criticize a woman, oh, you're hating women, you're misogynistic, because to criticize or to say a woman has done something wrong has to be hating, because everybody knows women don't do anything wrong. Do you understand what I'm saying? They don't do anything wrong. So obviously you're hating or you're being disrespectful to women because women don't do shit wrong. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then so by you criticizing them, that means you're being misogynistic. You feel what I'm saying? This is how they do it. You understand? This is how they do it. Like, there's this dude on YouTube. I'm not gonna say his name, and most of you know who I'm talking about. I just don't want to like say his name to give him any more promotion, even though he has enough promotion. But I don't want to say his name. But you know, my dude Obsidian Radio, he talks about him a lot. But you'll figure out who I'm talking about. Anyway, this fucking guy. He basically does videos for women. He does a lot of simping and all that other stuff and pandering to women. And so every video he has, you know, he's, and this is the funny part. He'll do a video to make it seem as if he's doing a video for men or talking to men. But he's really just talking to women just to make them feel good because he's talking shit about guys. Do you understand? So he'll do a video. He'll be like, you know, you guys out there, you need to stop saying women are unrealistic. Okay? Because it's not unrealistic to give a woman a back rub when she's coming home from work. It's not unrealistic to, when your girl is, you know, being a really good woman and you're just coming home late. Or it's not unrealistic to have a girl who just wants you to be there for her because she's there for you all the time and yada, 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 right? So niggas who watch this, they like, this nigga's on some bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? He's on some fucking bullshit, right? Chicks who watch that, they're like, yeah. You tell them guys, and you got to let them know that they're doing all these wrong things, right? See, the problem with that is this, is that his information or his advice gives the assumption that most of these women out here, or even you could say all of these women out here, are perfect. But it's you guys who are not appreciating these women. You're not appreciating these awesome ladies. See, what you got to understand is this. Whenever you are talking about something or a situation, you have to talk about both fucking sides. And so this is why you have a lot of women out there who will call you misogynistic for criticizing them, because a lot of times when people give women advice and they talk to women, they're not giving women both fucking sides. So then women, you know, they ignore the bullshit that they're doing. They act like the shit that they do don't exist, or the bullshit they're doing doesn't exist, and it's all the dude's fault, right? See, when you're talking about anything, you have to do both sides. This is almost the same as if someone's saying, you know what? The reason why the black community is fucked up is because black on black crime. And the reason why, you know, you can't get your shit together is because you're killing each other in your neighborhoods, and, you know, you're not working for your money, and you're drug dealing and this and this and that, right? Now, be that as it may, you're talking about one fucking side. You didn't talk about white supremacy. You didn't talk about how these neighborhoods are created and orchestrated for that shit to happen. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's both fucking sides. So when you got this guy doing these videos and he's talking about you men need to get in, you know, get it together, and these women out here are good women, and you're not being good men to these good women, and this is why shit is fucked up. You're only talking about one. You're not talking about both sides. You have not criticized any of these women for their behavior, because sometimes the reason why they're not getting what they want, or the reason why they're not having the relationships they want to have, the reason why guys are bailing out on them, the reason why these guys are just fucking them and leaving, is because it's something that they're doing. It's something that they are doing. You understand that? Oh my God, Mr. LaCurry, you're so misogynistic. How could you say that? How could you say that women are doing things that are making men not want to be with them? That's so misogynistic. You see, that's what they'll say. And that's how they shame you. Do you understand? So don't listen. Guys, do not fall for the shaming tactics. Do you understand? Do not fall for the shaming tactics. Because the reason why these chicks shame you and they silence you is because they don't want you to find out that they aren't perfect. You feel me? They don't want you to find out, because you gotta understand something. There are actually guys out there. There are guys out in this motherfucker. There are guys out here who actually believe some of the bullshit that they're fed about how women are acting and being. Now, this is the thing. I'm not saying any of this to say, oh, women out here are crazy and they're on some other shit, whatever. But you got to understand something. Women, there's propaganda out there when it comes to women. You understand? And so a lot of dudes fell for the propaganda. They fell for the bullshit. They think that, all women are fucking victims. Like, it's so funny. Like, I remember I was at this bar and I was hanging out with this friend of mine or whatever, and he sees this girl that he knows, right? And he was like, "Oh, hey, what's up? How you been?" Blah blah blah. I guess they didn't see each other in a while, so he was like, "So how, what's going on with you?" And she was like, "Oh, me and my boyfriend just broke up," right? So the first thing my friend said to her was, "Oh, that's messed up. What did he do to you?" Right? So she was like, "Nothing. I cheated on him and he caught me." You see what I'm saying? So his automatic fucking response was, "What did he do to you?" Because you're a woman and you couldn't possibly have done anything wrong. Ever. Mr. Locario, you're being misogynistic. Man. You know what I love? This is what I love. I got to tell you something. I got to tell you guys something. This is what I love. I love it. And this has happened to me on plenty of occasions because, it's happened to me with my wife, my girl, whoever, like any woman that I've been with in most cases. Because I talk this shit, right? And they always say to me, they're like, "Mr. Locario, that sounds misogynistic," or that sounds like it sounds like you hate women. It sounds like you just have this thing. No, right? And then what happens this is what I love though. This is what I love that happens. Almost every time I've been with a woman, she's seen on multiple occasions, right? Or she's witnessed with me on multiple occasions, women acting or doing the same exact things that I said they were, which they were accusing me of being misogynistic for saying. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that shit was so crazy to me, where they would actually see it in real time, and I would point that shit out, and I'd be like, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. And it would be that type of shit where they couldn't even defend it. Like, you see what I was saying earlier, where how Azealia Banks was being on some bullshit, and it's like you want to take her side, you want to defend her, but then she's doing so much fuck shit that you're like, I can't even defend that, right? So these same women who thought I was being crazy, saying, all this other shit, calling me, oh, you're being misogynistic, they saw what I saw, and they couldn't fucking defend it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, again, I'm not saying any of this to, come down on women. What I'm saying this is, I'm putting this out there because I got to let you people understand, is that you have to know that shaming tactics, or the reason why women shame you, is because they don't want to fess up or own up to who they are, or own up to what they are really doing. That's really all it is. So the shaming tactic or them shaming you is not about you doing something wrong. It's about them not wanting to look in the motherfucking mirror. It's really that simple. They want to silence you. They don't want this. See, this is the thing. They don't want you to have to. They don't want to have to talk about the real problem. That's really all it is. They don't want to have to talk about the real problem. They don't want to have a conversation about the problem. They don't want to have to address the problem. So when you say, hey, I just want to have sex with a whole bunch of women, you having sex with a whole bunch of women isn't the problem. The problem is that woman who felt like she was played because that guy she wanted to have sex with a whole bunch of women, and now she felt left out. She felt upset. She felt jealous. She felt insecure. So that is the real problem. Not you wanting to fuck a whole bunch of women. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, in the event if you actually said something or did something that was, basically blatantly trying to disrespect chicks, then that's one thing. You understand? But if you're actually talking about shit that's going on, if you are basically just being critical of what you see happening, if you are pointing out the truths that are going on around you, right? And then you're being shamed, then you got to understand what the shaming is about. It's not about you. It's about the person doing the shaming. You feel me? So listen, that's pretty much it. Guys, listen, I want to thank you for listening to The Bad Boy Show. Make sure you go to undeniablegame.com. undeniablegame.com so you can get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which gives you 7 easy-to-follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com and become a member today, okay? Click the link below and become a member on the Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video tutorials every month. If you join today, you're going to get all of the audio and video programs now. So literally, after you listen to this audio, after you listen to this episode, click that link below, join the membership, and you can start listening to all the audio and video tutorials today and every month. Every month on the first of the month, right? I actually put up one early this month, so you can listen to the new one early. But every first of the month, you get a new audio program. You feel what I'm saying? And right now there's over like maybe 30 hours of stuff that you can listen to on there right now. So if you're not on the Bad Boy Membership, you are missing out. You understand? That's all I'm going to say. All right, so that is it. I'm out of here. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.